So, I mean, looks like we have. I mean, I'm looking in front of me right now. I got mindless behavior playing in the background. So, should I talk their album first, or should I talk JT? I'll do mindless behavior. Great album. So, mindless behavior last Tuesday actually released their album all around the world, sophomore album to be exact. And it's a nice album. It's got well, you got the Target version. It's 15 tracks. If you don't, it is 11. I believe so, 11. But anyway, it's a great track. I mean, great album. It got songs like All Around the World playing in the background, and y'all just got finished hearing that. The lead single, Keep On the Low. Eileen featuring Soulja Boy. They got Pretty Girl featuring Little Twist and Jacob Lattimore, which are great, phenomenal tracks. And I would tell you something about this album. It's very different from Number One Girl, because with this album, like they said when they were on the show, with this album, they had already found the Number One Girl. Now they're just trying to get all the fans all around the world and bring this universal message within their music and, to just expand themselves. I mean, it's a lot of growth within the project, and these guys just overall dancing, singing, style-wise, swagger-wise. And, I mean, you guys get stuff from the interview, right? Right? Somebody tweet me and tell me if I'm right. But there's a lot of this. I mean, the album is definitely certified 10 off the bat. Off the bat. I mean, the songs that really stick out to me, Eileen, House Party, Ready for Love, and I'm Falling. Particularly those songs, because I'm more so like my area, like, got that R&B, pop, hip-hop feeling. I mean, that's the whole album. But it has a real international sound, and they definitely accomplished that. I mean, they worked with RL, Walter, Vince Herbert, Sean Garrett on the album. I mean, it's just a phenomenal album. And ladies and gentlemen, they did it right on this project too. So they got their publishing in. So congratulations to MB on publishing, because publishing with the album is something you may not see first album, second album, third album, especially being on the major label. So that's what's up. I mean, it's a great album. I don't see why you guys don't have the album if you don't already have it. Get it. Target, Amazon, iTunes, the whole 9 yard. Get it. I mean, it's a fucking hot album. And yes, and when you get the album, tweet them and tell them at Mr. D Rockstar from the Biz with D sent you. So now there's that album. I mean, it's phenomenal. I can go on a rant about how great that album is. But Justin Timberlake's album, he released his third album, which we were all anticipating and definitely waiting for like the longest. I think I was really the one that was really waiting the longest, because I don't think y'all are on, like, really on that Justin Timberlake tip like me. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's a great album. It's called The 2020 Experience for those who don't have it. Has 10 tracks on there, regular edition. If you got the Target edition, there's 12 tracks on there. And it's definitely more so your R&B lean. I mean, Justin is taking over the R&B tip. I hate to say it's all the R&B heads and people that listen to R&B, but he really is taking it over. I mean, he worked with, once again, Mr. Timberland on the production. Phenomenal. I mean, it's like these guys are like, to me, that's like the male thing of like what Brandy and Rodney Jerkins used to do. Dark Child, like back in the day. Now, if y'all know who I'm talking about and what I'm talking about, y'all will know why I'm saying it, because they created hits together. I mean, Tim did the whole album, and Justin did his writing thing again. Justin always writes a little ass off, but let's say this, the single that's playing in the background, Suicide featuring JC. Let me kind of comment on that single, because a lot of people feel like it's annoying, it's this and third. But let me say this. As you go in the industry and be in music, that is, you have to progress. And Justin has progressed in all different kind of ways. As far as when he was with NSYNC, as far as acting, as far as doing the pop music, working with Pharrell, I mean, everything. He has progressed. And I think that Two Inside was a great fit for the first single. Phenomenal. And then the second single is Mirrors, which the music video just released today, so guys, go check it out. It's all over the social media sites. But it's a nice little hot track as well. real laid back. I mean, you guys definitely have to listen to it to hear what I'm saying. I mean, I can't tell you all completely, what the track is, and, that'd be giving you a little bit too much, but listen to it. Hot track. But now, I'll tell you what my favorites are from the album. It's definitely Suit Inside, Push Your Love. I know my girl Ebony is listening, and she's probably like, yes. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, that's my jam, too. I rock with that. Mirrors, Dress On. Yo, I need y'all to get the Target edition and act like y'all know, like y'all really want to hear some hot-ish, because Dress On, chill. I mean, it's the ish. But my absolute favorite from this album is Strawberry Bubble Gum. Can we talk about how Justin definitely has like the vintage kind of sound, like R&B kind of sound, real smooth with the instruments. I mean, it sounds, and all the songs actually, let me say this, have an extension on them, except for Suit Inside, where it goes into a part 2 of it. And I think with Strawberry Bubblegum, I think first of all, maybe I'm thinking disgusting on the content of the song, but Strawberry Bubblegum, Blueberry Lollipop. I mean, yo, seriously, Justin can get away with shit like that, because, I mean, nobody in the industry technically can kind of get away with that in songs like that, like Justin. Like, he just brought sex into the song and made it hot, but then in a classy manner where it's not like, girl bent over, touch your toes, shake your ass, all this other stuff. Like, yes, when it applies, and when it's time, it's time. Even Justin didn't have to do all that. It doesn't have to do that all on record for people to really understand what he's trying to do. He does this, and he does a great job at it and does it well. So, I have to say this that's my favorite. I want to know what y'all favorites are. Call in 858-956-2110 press 1. Some of your MB favorites from all around the world as well. But this album, I mean, it's phenomenal. Definitely a certified 10. I mean, both albums are phenomenal. I don't know how I could say it's not a 10. It's just one of those albums where it's real feel good. If you like to feel good, like to be, with your boo or whoever, just if you just want to embrace and love life, these are the albums for you. And these guys, Justin and B, are really, bringing that real music, bringing good quality music, that is. Not saying that there's any artists that don't bring quality music. I'm just simply saying that these guys right here are setting platforms for newcomers, such as myself. Yes, I said I'm a newcomer. Still, no matter what, setting platforms. So it's very important to have this kind of music. And, so these reviews will be on MyFierceWings.com radio, MyFierceWingsRadio.com, and MyFierceWings.com, and YouTube and everything else. Catch it after the show. I mean, it's about to get live. But anyway, guys,